Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one and when I go live. Please guys let me know if you guys can hear me because I feel like I can't hear myself that well. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So tonight we are going to be talking about the long awaited ranking video of the TV and movie history of the top 10 terrible dads. Okay. We were supposed to do this after we did the top 10 terrible moms from our ranking, our own personal ranking. Everybody was like, please do it for Father's Day. And when Father's Day came and went, we didn't do anything. So, yes, we are here and we're going to do it. All right, Moochie, please let me know if you're ready. Give me a thumbs up. All right, so.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How is everybody this day? So you talk about the bad dads.
Yes, bad dads. So, okay, guys. So I'm sorry. I did let you guys know that I woke up yesterday feeling like the reset button was pressed on my cold. I don't even know if you could see it in my eyes. I don't know, but up until now, I've been coughing up a storm, sneezing up a storm. So I'm gonna try to get through this, and we're without any issues. All right. So hi to Daria, Samara, Star, Stream Elements, and DeMarcus. Hey, what's up, guys? So are y'all ready? And Eric, what's up? So here we go, guys. We're gonna start off with our first person. Now, if somebody doesn't make it on this list that you think should make it, we can always do another one for next Father's Day. But to be honest, there's a lot of bad fathers in the history of television and movies. So we could definitely do another one next Father's Day and Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mike Conley. All right, so
here will be an ongoing thing with us.
Yeah, probably so. I can't even laugh. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So coming in.
Get into a coughing spell.
Yes.
All right, so let's get it in.
All right.
We started with how many numbers do we have?
It's 10.
Okay,
it's the top 10.
So we're starting with from 10 to 1 backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So and coming in at number
10. So that means that it's the bad to worst. All right.
Okay.
Hey, the homie. Hey, Isaiah Hill, you haven't been here in a while. Welcome back. So he says, will this include animated TV fathers as well? No, it will not. But like I said,
we're going to be doing it next Father's Day because we missed out on this one. So stay tuned, Isaiah.
Yep, all those things will be included. Okay, so for our first father, guys, we have Alton Williams from Snowfall. He is the father of Franklin Saint. So Alton, me and Moochie were kind of debating on this because she kind of calls him out, and I'm a fan of Alton, and but I agree because he did abandon. After a while, he abandoned his child. So
you're a fan on his redemption. That's
right. Okay. So he started off as a good father, but then he got into alcohol. And listen, alcohol really screws up lives seriously. Like you can have the best person, and it's like as soon as something happens with an addiction, it just really screws the person up. So this is kind of sad with Alton. I've always kind of gravitated to his backstory, and he's just an interesting character, right? He was in the Black Panthers and all that stuff, and so he stood for a lot of things. I feel like his downfall came when he had to kill his own cousin, and we know that was a mercy kill. So I think that once he had to do that, it was downhill after that, and that's what made him kind of like go into this binge of drinking and taking on the addiction, all that stuff. Do you want to say anything about Alton Williams at number 10?
Yes, I do. I just feel like he was a bad father the way he just basically abandon them, and they could actually go to a corner and find this dude. Like, oh, he's on the street. And it was like he basically left Sissy to fend for herself.
Mm-hmm.
So Sissy and Jerome basically kind of raised Franklin after that, from that point on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and you know, this is where me and Miss K had our little back and forth. It was like a little tug of war with the redemption, and then I was like, well, that was you know, when he did turn himself around, he was trying to save Franklin, but the way he went about it was kind of messed up in the beginning.
So and even with that, like, I don't have any issues with that, because he knows the game. He knew the game. He saw what happened to his cousin. He saw that when his cousin linked up with the CIA, they was ready to kill him when they were done. So when he killed his cousin, it was a mercy killing, because he knew they kind of just let him out in the streets, and they know that if the Black Panthers would have got up with him, they would have tortured him. So he was doing, he didn't want to have a repeat of what happened to his cousin. So I don't blame him for the route that he took. I just don't. I know a lot of people probably like, you know, he was being a snitch. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he was trying to out the CIA. That's what he was doing. And for him, he's a Black Panther. So you know what that already means. I don't got to say it, guys. Okay, that's the man. He trying to take down the man. All right, guys, let's get to our number 9. Coming in at number 9 is Montrose Freeman from Lovecraft Country. Now, Montrose is another father who, because of his alcohol addiction, he, you know, it got the best of him, and he just was not a good dad. He's high on the list because he's not one of the worst fathers ever. At the end of the day, we did see that he loved his son, Tick, a lot, but he was also repeating a cycle of abuse from his own dad.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I believe it was learned behavior with this guy.
Right.
And him dealing with his sexuality.
Having to deal with that torment, you know, not being accepted and all that stuff. And back in those times, they were trying to, like, if you had that issue going on, they wanted to make you get a lobotomy and all this crazy stuff. So, you know, we also saw how much he loved him, even though it didn't seem like it. But as Tick was getting into some things that Montrose knew was dangerous, you saw that he was like very against it and stuff like that. And he also went along for the ride because all along he was just trying to protect his son. So that's Montrose. You got anything else to say about this?
Yes, I do. I just didn't like the way he treated Tick.
Yeah.
And it made Tick end up lashing out, which was something he didn't want to do. And it was messed up. It was sad the way it happened.
Yeah, I think that they had a good ending though.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, because especially in that episode 19 Rewind 1920, is it 1921? So he was able to see what his father was going through as a child and what his grandfather used to do to Montrose, you know? And so, hold on, let me cough. Sorry.
So my thing with this, I wish it was a season 2 with this. I know it's kind of like off topic, but I wish we wish we would have got a season 2 out of this.
Oh my gosh, me too, for real. I mean, it was messed up what happened to Recession Proof. Yeah, like I was getting better, and then yesterday I woke up like the reset button was pressed, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling great at all. But I had this scheduled, and I wanted to get it done, so try my best again. And hey, Art Love. Okay, hey, so Art. Yeah, so you know, at the end, Tick saw it was good for Tick to see what he was going through, You know what I'm saying? What he had to go through as a child and stuff like that. And I know that, it was a thing between George and Montrose being the father, but I was hoping with all my heart that, especially because of the background that Montrose had to suffer through, I was hoping so bad that he was really Tick's father. I just think that made for a better story. I hate stories where they have a character where you think all along that this person is the father, and then it turns out it's not the real father. It's so annoying to me. All right, so let's go on to our next person. So coming in at number 8 is, and I didn't mean to do that, it's Lou from Bel Air, guys. Go ahead, Moochie.
He was just a nasty man. Like, his attitude sucked. And which one was worse, the Bel Air comedy or this Bel Air? This one came in even more higher to me. I know you don't have it on there, but you know how everybody does comparisons to the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really he was so cold, and he refused to take accountability for his actions.
Mm-hmm. Right, and so, okay, he was away at jail, right? But he tried to blame some stuff on the mom. Mm-hmm. And once he did that, it was like, oh no, Will was not having that. So, like Moochie said, he really didn't have much excuse besides jail. Okay, he went to jail, right? Fine. But after that, he could have came back and found his son, but he did not. Okay, so there you have that. And did you want to say anything else about him?
It's kind of off subject. Do you think we're going to see him again?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so that's it. I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because at this point, I kind of I really enjoyed the show, but I don't really see me getting so excited about the next season. So, but I'm not to say I wouldn't do it. It's just one of those things. Like, okay, when it comes back, it comes back. But it would be nice if he would come back. But I don't know. If Will happens to probably get drafted or something like that, I could see him probably coming back. Never know, though. You never know. All right, now coming in at number 7 is Albert, guys, from The Color Purple. Now it's Albert, aka Mr. So Mr. is bad because he gave his son advice to beat his wife. All right. That is terrible to do. You do not, he's trying to pass on this horrible, abusive lifestyle or abusive tradition and stuff like that. I even have a quote, which he tells Harpo, wives is like children. Have to let them know who got the upper hand. Okay. This is what this man says. And look, Harpo, thank God that he wasn't really into that, but he kind of got pushed into being that way, because even when Albert said this to him, he still wasn't really with it. He tried to go to Sophia and say, no, Sophia, I need my dinner now. Where's my dinner? Ain't you gonna get it for me? Right?
It was the mule. Look, it was the mule that did it.
So when Sophia walked away, because she's like, I gotta go get my baby, he said to Celie, what I was gonna do about Sophia? And when Celie, who is an abused woman, says beat her, I think that's what helps him make that decision. Like, okay, even Celie said it, and Celie don't hurt nobody. So what do you got to say about Albert?
You told Harpo to beat me. What do I got? He was horrible. He just was he was a bad husband, and his advice was bad. He redeemed himself later, but this part where you showing right here, he was horrible.
Mm-hmm. He was just a horrible person overall. Hey, Lil Rock, has to catch the replay. Just stopping by to say, hopefully, my man Ghost isn't too high on the list. I'm not saying anything, Little Rock. All right. Now, Tamika, hi Tamika in Support Gaming. Yes, DeMarcus, like, so Mr. Dad will have to be an honorable mention because clearly this is where he learned all of that from. You know what I'm saying? Clearly. So he's definitely an honorable mention. All right. So now our next person coming in. Let me just make sure I got the numbers right. Okay. Hold on now, because we had number 7. All right, guys. Yeah, some of y'all ain't ready for this one. Y'all probably don't even know him. Coming in at number 6, Tywin Lannister.
Yes.
Okay. Tywin Lannister is from Game of Thrones. It's only for the people that know who he is, guys. Okay. He is the true ruler of the 7 kingdoms, even though his grandson Joffrey was on the throne. For those that watched House of the Dragon, a lot of people were comparing Otto to this man. But to be honest, Otto has nothing on Tywin. Tywin is that villain that you just love. Like, forget about love to hate. You actually love him because he's just that, he's just that dude. He gets his kids in line, and everybody hates his kids, but he gets his kids in line. I mean, not all his kids. They hate Cersei. Mm-hmm. But so he is on the list because he mistreats his son Tyrion. And Tyrion is his youngest son, and he's a dwarf. I thought about getting a picture of Tyrion, but I didn't. He's a dwarf, so he has always mistreated him all his life. He blames him for the death of his wife, which is Tyrion's mother, because giving birth to Tyrion, she died. She died in childbirth, so he blamed Tyrion for that. What else? He put Joffrey's murder on Tyrion, had him on trial for it, knowing daggone well he didn't do it. And the only thing about The only thing about Tywin is that we don't know if if he would have actually went through with the execution of Tyrion, because Tyrion got to him first. Okay. Mm-hmm. What do you want to say about Tywin Lannister?
He treated Tyrion horrible, so that's where he gets it. What I feel like once Jaime lost his hand, he felt like he was no good either after. Like, you can't be hand of the king and this and that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what he was trying to do. He never wanted Jaime to be a Kingsguard in the first place, because once you become a Kingsguard, you can't have land and titles and all that stuff. You can't take a wife. And this meant to him that he couldn't have heirs through his son. And so that was important to him, which is why he knew that putting Tyrion on trial, excuse me, was going to force Jaime's hand to make him say, you know what, I will give up my position as Kingsguard if you save my brother. Okay. And he knew it was coming because he knew he knows his children. And that is that. So are you finished with talking about Tywin Lannister?
Yeah, who next?
So let me get this off of here. The next person is Pa Harris from The Color Purple, another Color Purple dude.
On top of me?
Yeah, so this is well, he was the one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he died on top of me.
On top of me. So his nasty behind. So he you already know why he's terrible, okay? He kept R-ing his daughter Celie, his daughter, and he impregnated her with 2 children. He freaking took one kid while she was asleep and ripped the second baby out of her arms. And, Celie was like, I want it. Just sad what she had to go through. Celie's life was just so messed up, like, for so long. I mean, she just went through so much suffering that it was really sad. So I do have a quote from this terrible person. And he says, you better not never tell nobody but God. It'll kill your mama. Okay. So he cares so much about the mama, but you over here having sex with her daughter. Yeah, having sex with her daughter and stuff, and then trying to take the baby and stuff. So this whole time, what was Celie doing while she was pregnant? She couldn't hide the pregnancy. Where was the mom? Like, the mom had to know she was pregnant by somebody. And he told me it'll kill your mama. It eventually killed her anyway. Now, because Celie said that she died, yelling and screaming and stuff of a broken heart. So that's that. You got anything to say about this disgusting, despicable man?
He's good where he is on this list. He was horrible.
Yeah.
It was basically like he sold her to Mr. too.
Well, Mr. wanted you know who he wanted. He wanted Nettie. Everybody wanted the pretty one. Mm-hmm. And he also had his eyes on Nettie, which is why he didn't have an issue with getting rid of her, because he had his eye on her as well. The one good thing that came out of this whole situation is that, yes, very true, Melrose. Hi, Melrose. So, the one good thing that came out of this situation was that she found out later that he wasn't her real father. So it's like, right. Pa, not pa, my son and daughter, not my brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? So that was actually the one good thing that came out of that whole disgusting situation. Mm-hmm. So are you ready to move on? We getting through this list pretty quick, guys. Are you ready to move on? I'm talking to you, Moochie.
Yes, we ready to move on. I'm just getting rid of this troll.
So the next person is, and I don't know if you guys are going to know him. Some of you will. After Pa Harris at number 5, we have number 4 is Carl Jones. You guys going to know him. My bad. I got him confused with somebody else with number 3. This is the dad of Precious, guys, from the movie Precious. Look at him. He just looks totally disgusting, totally gross. Another situation very similar to Celie. It's so funny because we have The Color Purple on this list, characters from The Color Purple on this list, where it kind of goes into this whole situation too, where Sophia says, girl, what girl child ain't safe in the family of men's, and look at this situation. This girl, Precious, was repeatedly emmed and r'd by her her father, and on top of that, she had 2 kids by him. One of her children had Down syndrome, and then she also contracted HIV from him. Mm-hmm. All right, we listen on the mother's list. Mary was up on this list too, okay, because she was also abusing her daughter, not just physically abusing her. She was also doing it sexually. Okay. So, yeah, it's just very disgusting. Another monster. Mm-hmm. So, what do you have to say about this, Moochie?
Oh, he was horrible. This guy was horrible as a father. He was horrible as a father and a partner. Mm-hmm. He was just a just like what Tamika said, a monster.
Right.
Monster.
I mean, guys, the book is so much worse. It's so disgusting. When I was a kid, I read the book. It was just nasty. Unfortunately, he used to act like he's making love to her and talk about you like it and all of this stuff. It was just disgusting. And she actually used to climax. That's the part that made it even more disgusting. She actually used to climax. It was gross, guys. The book was terrible. I'm so glad they didn't do all that in the books, because that would have just been like, I said the books in the book, because it would just been too much. But that's Carl Jones, guys. Let's get his nasty, disgusting, slimy body off this screen.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Coming in at number 3. And after we give you the top 3 guys, we're going to explain why. Okay? Because, all right, I'm going to talk about it. This is Craster. Craster from Game of Thrones, guys. Okay? So, All right, before I say this, let me talk to DeMarcus.
He was horrible.
He said, "When did you do the worst Mother's List?" I will check that out after
Mother's
this.
Day.
I did it. I did it on Mother's Day. So after that, everybody was like, "Oh, please do for Father's Day," and we missed it. So this is the promise being fulfilled, you know. And thank you for checking that out. All right, so Craster, Game of Thrones, guys. This dude marries his daughters and sacrifices his sons. As far as he knows, his sons could be getting killed. He doesn't know. All he knows is he offers them up. He offers them up to the gods. We find out in the show that the gods are, it's the Night King, really. And we saw one time that the Night King turned one of the babies' eyes, blue. So he turned him into like a walker. So all those White Walkers you see are supposed to be Craster's sons. And there's a lot of them, right? So this is his sacrifice to the Night King so that he can live on the north of the wall, or is that south? That's north of the wall, in safety, because clearly there's no safety that way. All right. Now, another thing.
Every time he gave up a son, that would keep his family, him safe, where they wouldn't bother them.
Mm-hmm. So not only was he a terrible father and all of that, he was just a terrible person, period. Like he didn't treat the Night's Watch good. He kind of had them eating bread that had like sawdust in it and all that stuff while they was eating good and everything. And, he's like, I got to take care of my wives and everything. So he didn't really know how to be, or he wasn't good at being a gracious host. Okay. So because he was such a...
his daughters.
Right. That's what I said. So as far as him, when he meets his end, nobody was unhappy at all. Okay. This daughter freaking, what do they call? He calls him a daughter freaking wildling bastard. Okay. And this is when he was killed by Carl Tanner from Jen freaking Alley. And that is that. Do you want to say anything else about this freaking man who, he has a lot of daughters, guys, and a lot of sons. So he on this list. Yeah. On this list, guys, he has more, you could say he has more bodies as far as when it comes to like, killing or taking the lives of his children. So, but sorry, go ahead.
No, he's high up on the list. He's where he's supposed to be. He was disgusting. He married his daughters and he took out his sons.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna explain a little more because, like I said, he has like a hot hit. You would probably think that he should be lower, but I'm gonna explain. All right. So coming in at number 2 is Kanan Stark. You already know that Kanan had to be on this list. Okay, he killed his own freaking son. Moochie, go ahead.
He was horrible. He was mad at the outcome of how Sean was when he came out of prison, where once he felt like he wasn't the son that he wanted him to be, he took him out. And it was horrible. It was horrible that he's like that. That he did that to his own son.
Oh shoot. I gave you guys a spoiler. All right. So yeah, he killed his own son and was just like up close and personal. On top of that, it was just really, really terrible. So since I kind of already just gave away the last person as a damn spoiler by mistake, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me.
I'm just gonna go. Kanan should be number 1. No,
nope, but he's not. Number 1.
I feel like number 3 should be number 2.
Number 1, I'm gonna tell you guys why. Number 1 is Bo Willie from For Colored Girls. Okay, now he killed 2 of his children. All right, and I'm gonna explain to you. So 2 of his children, DeMarcus, were babies. And if you can do that to a child, you are a freaking monster. All right. And I'm not saying that one killing is better than the other. They're both terrible, but these were babies. All right. And he just straight dropped them out of the freaking window to spite his girlfriend who didn't want to marry him. And why too? Because he was under the influence as well. Okay. I never ever watched this movie again after seeing this. Never ever again. There's just certain movies that I can't deal with. Yeah, DeMarcus was right. He said that he had PTSD. Very true.
Yeah, I was going to mention it.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Here's the reason why Krasner is not number 2, even though he has more body counts. Because first of all, when he went to go give up his babies, which is terrible, he didn't do it himself.
Right.
That's number 1. And he just dropped them off in the woods somewhere and walked away. Kanan, he killed his son right there, point blank, basically, right? Just, personal. To do that has to be something, like something has to be freaking wrong with you. You have to have a lot of hate in your heart. Excuse me. And and then we have him at number 1 because, like I said, he has 2 babies that he just freaking threw out the window. And then seeing the mom having to, just be down there scrubbing up the blood and all. I mean, that was a lot. That was devastating.
That was horrible.
All right. So I'm going to make sure that I didn't forget any points, but I was going to also say that Krasner, he doesn't necessarily know that his sons, or if they're being killed. So that's another reason why he's on the number 3 spot, because he doesn't even know. He's just, and I'm not taking away the terribleness. He is just, like I said, putting them in the woods and walking away. Okay. So he's not cutting off their, I don't want to say, I feel like YouTube has really been doing things to limit my stuff. And I feel like I can't say anything really freely. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's severing parts and then just, doing stuff and leaving them, putting them in the fire, this and that. He's dropping them off and they're still living when he walks away. So he really doesn't know what he's doing when he walks away from these kids, from these babies. But he's still a horrible dad. And like I said, the reason why Kanan is number 2 and not number 1 is because this terrible man right here killed some babies. I mean, if you can't love a baby or like a little kid, you're freaking horrible. I'm sorry. Let alone, look, some people just don't like kids, and that's totally fine.
I don't think it was that. I think he was just sick.
Yeah, but he's still terrible.
He was sick. He wasn't taking his meds because remember that was a constant battle with him. Yeah, and the combination between the alcohol as well too.
That's the same. No, but that's the same thing for everybody else up top. Montrose, what was the guy that was number 10? Montrose, Alton. They all were under the influence, and so, like you said, it's not going to take away from what they did. And at the end of the day, like you want to kind of feel sorry when somebody is doing something, they're under the influence, but at the end of the day, like they have made those choices to take those drugs or to drink and all of that. So it's like before you got drunk or before you got high, you were sober and you had a mind to make that decision. So yes, unfortunately, PTSD is a terrible thing, but he is definitely number 1. So Louisiana boy James says James St. Patrick was a good father. He wasn't a good person, but better. Yeah, James St. Patrick was not going to be on our list because I didn't feel like he should be on the list. I just didn't think so. I know that Courtney Kemp was really trying to paint that picture, but I didn't bite. You know what I
feel
mean?
like she did it in the last season and it was too late. You tried to change his character.
Exactly. I think that if she would have did it over time, then yes. But you know, at the end of the day, like, look what he was doing. He was trying hard to fight. Like, what are you doing trying to get Tariq? You trying to teach Tariq the game and blah. Like, he was against all that stuff. So yeah, I didn't think he needed to be on this list.
Right.
Okay. So let me see. Courtney Kemp changed his character because they started beefing. Yeah, I agree. Dizzyville, hi. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, guys. So I saw some people say a few things about certain people that they feel should be on the list. So this is what we did last time, guys. Some of these people that are actually on this list are people that you guys chose. All right. So even if you go back to like under the Mother's Day one, where we did the moms, a lot of these guys are on here. Y'all chose them. So I see some people are saying, oh, I hope this one is in here and that one. And the people that you were picking, they're not on here. But what you can do is give us a new list and we'll talk about it. And then that's what we do. We just take it into consideration and we rank it like that. All right. But next up is Mother's Day. So if we don't know the people or both of us don't know, then can't do it.
Support gaming comment.
I meant to say I would choose
at 8:37
role he played in When They See Us. Oh yeah. That would have been something, right? So what'd you say? What time?
Support gaming is at 8:37. His comment.
I don't think Kanan would have killed Sean. If Sean didn't talk BS, he should have just said, I'm not built for the streets. It ain't for me. Kanan would have let him walk away.
You think so?
Nah, doubt it.
I don't think so.
Kanan was a terrible guy.
He turned out to be like Ghost.
Yeah, Kanan was a terrible guy. So totally doubt it. Terrible guy. This is the same dude that knocked over a old lady and killed her, took over her apartment. You know, just terrible. So DeMarcus is great show, Ms. K and Muchilla. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Moochie, I need you to moderate. I got somebody that keeps coming up in here. I just got rid of him just now, so he's coming back.
I got rid of him already before you even read DeMarcus' comment.
He's back. Thank you, Support Gaming. 69mega.com. It's the same person. But thanks again, DeMarcus. I appreciate it. But that's pretty much that, guys. You know, had to come on here, of course, and show some love and do something, because while I'm trying my best to get better, I don't know what the heck is going on, but while I'm trying to get better, I wanted to slip this one in there because, like I said, we were waiting for such a long time. Oh, DeMarcus said that Kanan is his favorite character in Power. Hey, it's okay because, like I said, what was his name? Tywin. I told you he's like a terrible guy, but people loved him.
She was on the list, Eric Iverson.
I'm trying to see. Somebody else said something. Eric said Terrence Howard, Lawrence Fishburne's Ike Turner. I think we had him. So you guys have to redo the list. Frank Gallagher on the list. Who is that? I heard of that name, but you gotta. Who said that?
That's the guy from Shameless.
Yeah, I don't watch that. So sorry, guys. Certain things I haven't seen. So that's why I said this. It could go on and on. We could do this for the next 5 years or something like that, because there's always somebody we're gonna miss. Always somebody. I feel like the moms list was like, I don't know. I feel like it was better, more entertaining or something like that, because the mothers was off of that chain. But there was a lot of, listen, these fathers though, how many mothers did we have that was killing them kids? We had a few of them. We might have had more fathers though that was killing the kids. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Eric. He says, "Mommy Dearest has to make the bed." She's already on there. Yep, she's like top 5 for sure. She's either 2 or 3, but she's not number 1. Eric, don't start. Don't make me laugh. Okay, stop. BMF is January book 2. So was supposed to start November, but I guess it got pushed back. Yup, because he just did that change. And once that happened, now we're stuck here. So I'm just going to be doing a few different things for my channel. I'm definitely going to start figuring out something. I'm working on Atlanta. Started some notes because I'm way behind. Okay. Dizzyville is asking you, Moochie, if you would consider reviewing Riches that's coming on Amazon in December.
I saw it. I'm thinking about it. I saw the trailer of it. So it might. It's supposed to come in December. I think it starts December 1st. I want to look at the trailer one more time though.
Huh. All right. We're gonna go over the list one more time. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I'm starting to sniffle again. Oh, jeez, lose. All right. So number 10 is Alton, the father of Franklin State. Number 9 is Montrose Freeman. And then we have, that's the father of Tick. And then we have, oh, by the way, guys, I freaking miss this guy. Okay. Michael K. Williams. Very sad that he's gone. I was looking at something with this like tribute thing that they were doing. I was reading the article and watching some videos, not even on him, but on what's his name, Chadwick Boseman. And it's just like these actors that are just so great and they just bring so much to a show or or a movie. It's just sad, really. I mean, it's sad when anybody dies, but my gosh, when you just know you're never going to get any work from them again, it's terrible. So very sad that, he's just, that's it. So at this is number 8, right? Make sure. Number 8 is Lou. Okay. This is the father of Will Smith from Bel Air. And, this was a good little standoff. I like this little picture right here. And then we have number 7. That's Albert, a.k.a. Mr., giving his son the terrible advice to beat his woman. And then we have number 6, Tywin Lannister. All right. And number 5 is Pa Harris, father of Celie. Number 4, Carl Jones, father of Precious. Number 3, Craster of Craster's Keep from Game of Thrones. Number 2, Kanan Stark, the monster of Power Book 1. And y'all all want him to be a monster in Power Book 2. I mean, Power Book 3. That's the father of Sean. And then coming in at number 1, we have Bo Willie for Color Girls, dropping his babies out the window. Okay, first holding them like this, then dropping them like that. Okay, terrible. We're not doing real people. This is TV and movie. Okay. Papa Joe Jackson. Oh my gosh. Olivia Pope's father was also bad. I loved him. I'm sorry. And I don't know if I could ever think about, I don't think he was that bad. I just thought that he gave Olivia a run for her money. When she thought she was smart, he just had her. It was kind of like a Tywin thing a little bit. I mean, without that, like, that controlling factor per se, I guess you could say that. I don't know. I just enjoyed him. He was awesome. Okay, Eli Pope, Command. Come on, Command can't be on this list.
Daniel Succession, yeah, he's bad too.
Listen, it's only 10, guys. And what did I tell y'all? Thank you, Eric, for the $2 super chat. It's only 10 people.
And Father's Day comes every year, so there's not a chance. There is a chance they could be on the list next year.
Yeah, you have to help create a new list. That is what we do. And it cannot be a real person. All right. No real people, only people from fictional movies or TV shows. All right. Now let's see. Joe Morton's character changed after Dwayne Wayne took his woman. Dwayne Wayne? Who the heck? All right, guys.
World?
It's a different, but I don't know what Art Love is talking about, but
is he talking about a different world?
Dwayne Wayne sounds like it. I'm trying not to.
Is he talking about a different world?
Oh my gosh. All right.
Art Love, are you talking about somebody said Art Love drunk. Art Love, are you talking about different world? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, I didn't even know it was a bad for. Really?
He said, yep. I'm lost. I don't know what is going on here. I don't remember Kadeem Hardison being in Scandal.
Yeah,
because you're confusing me, Art Love.
I never saw like a bad side to that.
Oh my gosh, Eric Iverson talking about some "Wear My Cup," guys. He said that Joe Morton became a mean actor after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. Well, Moochie, what's going on for your channel? Because we gotta get out of here.
I got Reasonable Doubt coming, and I'm thinking about doing something a little different, another show, and then I don't know. Just check my notifications. The last thing I did was the finale of American Gigolo. So if you have not checked that out, please do so and holler at your girl. Hit the like button, y'all, with Ms. K. And if you're here for the rewatch, please hit #replay in the comments.
Yes. Okay, Eric. Thank you. Drink some tea and eat some ginger. I ran out of ginger. I've been doing so much tea. Y'all can listen. I prepared myself for this live, so when I came on, I felt like I wasn't that stuffy. And you see, as time is going by, it's getting worse. That's why I'm like, we got to get out of here. I'm sorry. Dead to me. Thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you, AG. Hi. Somebody said dead to me. I gotta find out what it is.
Mr.
Can y'all
Logan
review dead to me?
His head's messed up.
Huh?
She said Mr. Logan, Drizzleville said Mr. Logan got all his kids messed up in the head. I guess head's messed up. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
Me neither. All right. Remember, when you catch the replay or just go back after we get off of this video, off of this live, just go back and add the fathers that you want. Yes, I am, Eric. I'm reviewing it. I'm going to start next Wednesday. I actually started watching it today, taking the notes and all this stuff. So I'm going to be reviewing it. I said next Wednesday, next Sunday, because I'm trying to catch up on Atlanta on Fridays. So that's what I'll be doing. And that's just that. All right. So hopefully, things will work out, guys, because I feel bad if I say I'm going to go live and then I have to cancel because I'm not feeling well. But I don't know what the heck is going on. It's taking a long time for me to get over this thing. So whatever, folks. Hopefully Tuesday we can do the wire. If not, we're going to probably do what we did last time, which is do a premiere, upload a video or something. This is so we could just stay on track because, yeah. Art Love says this weather is bipolar. Absolutely, but it's beautiful. But that could be a reason why. But I'll be staying, Still be wearing my jackets. I don't play around. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Thank you to my girl Moochie for joining me. Everybody be safe, be blessed. I love you guys. Tamika's Den, DeMarcus, Eric, AG, Dizzyville, Cinnamon. Did I say Art Love? Melrose 1. Did I say DeMarcus? I hope I said AG. Big Fats. Star Alexander, Samara, Eric Iverson, Support Gaming, Louisiana, Boy James. Okay, I didn't see you. Put. All right, never mind. I was going to say something. All right, but thank you to all of you and have a good night. Bye.